Hello, I am Aegis10. I guess I'll just be going by that, for now. And I received the Chrome notebook in the mail today. Now, I guess I should start by saying I applied for this thing, out of the 1 in a million chance. Wow, I'm out of breath, sorry. I just took the dog out. And it's cold. It's really, really cold outside. I applied for this and the 1 in a million chance that I actually get it. And without any warning, like, I think they said they were supposed to send you an email. Without any warning, hold on. Without any warning, I get this in the mail today. Like, I checked spam, I checked trash. I checked my normal inbox for anything from Google. Nothing. But, yeah, basically, I got it in the mail today. And, basically, like, all my friends online, especially, are very jealous of me, because they're much more hardcore nerds than me, and they, to be honest, I'll freely admit this, they deserve this more than I do. I applied out of the sheer, like I said, 1 in a million chance, and if they give it to me, they must be giving it to anyone, but whatever. This is a first impression / review of, I guess I'll be going over 3 things: the hardware, the OS, and the software for that OS. Hardware. Ugh, the hardware. This is probably, I can't call it badly made. It's very well made, actually. I mean, this nice, not really nice, but decent rubberized finish. A nice, great, beautiful screen. The keys are beautiful. But it's skimpy. Look at that. It's a netbook. They call it a notebook. It's a netbook. The trackpad is the worst of it, though. Like, there's a bunch of problems with the trackpad. Oh my god, the trackpad. It's, I almost don't want to talk about it. It's very finicky. Like, to right click. You know how on, like, a normal laptop, to right click, you click on the right side, correct? You click on the right side, right click. You click on the right side of this thing, it treats it as a normal left click. Don't ask me why. To right click. See how it's Rocky. Sorry, my dog is out of the room for some reason. To right click. And I wish I was making this up. It's depressing that this has to actually happen. To right click. It's 2 fingers. I'm not making that up. It's 2 fingers to right click. And sometimes it doesn't even go. It's very finicky, but it's like, I might get over the finickiness and the fact that, half the time you accidentally select an entire web page because you want to move your mouse across the screen. But the right click makes it eons worse than it could. Than it had to be. It's just really. Rocky, come here. Rocky, come here. Yes. There's my doggy. No. I don't know how to go out there with you. As for the rest of the hardware, it's not that bad. Like I said, it's a great screen. I haven't tested out the webcam or microphone, so I don't know anything about that. The keyboard is great. There's a strange like a caps lock key, but I'm entirely not really caring. What I find most annoying about this, like I can deal with the, I think it's a 1.66 gigahertz. I think it's the Intel Atom processor. I can deal with that. You know, it's a netbook. I can deal with that. I can deal with, you know, a small, like it's a solid state drive, so it's small. I can deal with that too, because I'm not going to be installing any games on this thing. But what I can't really, I can't really get over the fact that, you know, let me unplug it. Great battery life, by the way. One USB port. One USB port. I assume that's a earphone and not microphone. And VGA. Why VGA? Beyond me. And whatever this is. Like there's that. I'm not entirely sure what that is. It's like, you know, I want to put in a mouse for this, but I also want to plug in other things and see what they work. Like I want to plug in my iPod to see what it does. I want to plug in, I don't know, my USB drives. I want to plug in this, that, the other. There's only one of them. See, what I really like about Ubuntu, what was it? I think it came out with 10.04. I think Ubuntu 10.04, or maybe it was 10.10. You plugged in your iPod, like you can plug in your iPod or your iPod Touch, like I have, and you can play music straight from your iPod in Ubuntu, which is the coolest thing ever. Hands down, regardless, the coolest thing ever. Now, it's a pain in the ass to manage your iPod. That's a whole different story. But just playing it is just amazing. Rocky, what do you want? Why didn't Mommy show you out the room? Whatever. But like I haven't even bothered to plug it in. Here, let's plug it in right now and see what happens. Grab my iPod cable. Ow, ow, ow. Rocky, move. Okay. Here's my iPod. iPod Touch, 3rd generation. 64 gigabytes. The one USB port. And let's see what happens. Well, my iPod's charging, I think. No, it's not even charging. Wait, actually, is it? I thought it came with the battery. Nope, it's not even charging. Okay, and does this even recognize its existence? I don't think so. It really is just kind of minimalistic to a point where it's bare bones and alpha-ish. You know, it's kind of silly, to be honest. But that's the hardware. Let's look at the OS itself. Actually, I got delved into the OS right there, but let's delve into the OS itself. What you're looking at right here. You're looking at Hootsuite right now. What you're looking at here, it looks like the... Here, let me try and center it. It looks like the Chrome web browser, right? That's the entire OS. Now, I remember... Here, let me plug it back in. I remember, they did say, you know, it's not for the faint of heart, it's a life on the go, but there's a difference between life on the go and your entire computer experience is on the browser. Now, they do have apps, which I'll talk about later, that are supposedly, I'll say that much, supposedly can expand your experience into, more than just YouTube and Facebook, basically. But, like I said, I know it's supposed to be minimalistic, but there's got to be a bit more than just a browser. Like, here's a couple of the apps. But, okay, I'll explain more about that later. Hardware. Or OS, I mean. It's pretty polished, to be honest. Like, I've seen some people complain about it being very simplistic. I've seen... Well, what other complaints have I seen? I've seen people complain about it not being very technical, not being very in-depth. It's very difficult, and from what I've seen, next to impossible to find out anything about the computer itself. Like, you can't find anything about the hardware itself through the OS, which is silly, to be honest. My allergy medication is running off. Crap. You can't really find anything about it. You have, obviously, Chrome OS, Google Chrome, but the actual, I want to find out how much RAM it has. I think it has 2 gigs, but I'm not sure. I want to find out the processor. I think it's a 1.66 gigahertz Intel Atom processor, but I'm not sure. I want to check out the size of the hard drive, or solid state drive. I call it a hard drive anyways. I have absolutely no clue. And that's another thing, the OS. There's no files on here. Like, here, let me try and find an image to save. I don't know, SKCD. Save image as. Save file. Here, this is the entire thing. Save file. Name, file name, save, cancel. Like, there's no directory, there's no home, there's no C. So I'll save it. Right? And I have it saved. Oh. Wow. I was not expecting that. Let's see if I can see this. Nope. Too blurry. You can't see anything. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. The batteries just died. I mean, I knew it was Ubuntu based or Linux based. Wow. I knew it was Linux based, but I kind of was not expecting to actually see proof of it because, like I said, you can't find anything about the computer. But it says, Home Kronos user downloads WikiLeaks.png. I kind of find it funny how apparently they name it for you. Like, my name is Kronos now, which is kind of damn cool. But like, beyond that, like, you have the downloads folder. Let's download something else. Let's see what, Explosion / comics. I can't believe I remember that. Okay. Save image as. Science for .png. Right? That did save, right? Save it. Okay, it did. Okay, let's say I close the downloads box right there. How do I get to the files? Anyone? I'm absolutely clueless as to how I get to the files now. Okay. Come on. Okay, why can't I scroll? I cannot. I apparently... Wait. What? Can I scroll or not? I apparently cannot scroll in my giant folder of bookmarks, which is silly. I can't scroll. That's That's okay. Now I think it's frozen. How did I freeze it? I'm beyond surprised. I managed to freeze it. Come on. Do something. I'm not kidding. It's completely frozen now. Oop. Something happened. I apparently can scroll. It just lags the entire computer. I should be timing this. Jesus, man. Come on. I thought there was a porn website in there. Come on. Here. I'll even show you. I'm clicking. Nothing. Nothing. It's completely frozen. I opened up the bookmarks and it froze. Here. This apparently puts it to sleep, and according to them you can shut it for a second, goes to sleep, pull it up again. That was pretty damn quick. But it's frozen. I'm speechless. But I froze Google Chrome OS. Okay. That locks the computer, and now I'm only getting is a blank screen. No, that turned it off. What? Okay. Turn on Google Chrome. Google Chrome did not shut down correctly. Rocky. To reopen the pages he had, click Restore. Restore. Okay. Give it a second for it to load the web pages. Slideshow. Okay, now, let's try this. Bookmarks. Yeah, I still can't, and it's frozen again. What, Rocky? Go get the kitty. It's frozen. I freeze it by opening up the bookmarks folder. Whoa, something happened. Nope. I might as well keep going with the review while it's frozen. I'm literally speechless. I guess I was gonna say it's very hard to oop, more activity. It's very hard for me to actually find the files that I saved. Like, I have honestly no idea. There's no simple way I'm astounded. There's no simple way to get at the files easily, and I have no idea how. A nice thing, like I said, you close it, it goes to sleep, you wait for a second for it to go to sleep, you open it right back up, and I thought it was supposed to come up with a... whatever. It's very fast. It's extremely fast. Usually, when it's not frozen. What? Really? Really? Okay. So there. Okay, sorry about that. This time the actual memory card was full. Apps. I heard there was apparently like a couple of different apps they said. I think they said the New York Times app was, you know, more specially designed for Chrome. But excuse me. I don't care about the New York Times. Like, I'm not very heavy on news. What is this? Settings. Huh. I'm not very big on news. I want things like my Hootsuite or my Mibbit, like me talking with friends. I want that to be enriched. And there's not very much selection too. Okay, that was weird. Like I type in IRC, like I would be on IRC all the time, right? One app, Mibbit. Like there's a couple here. Some rather sketchy one, a Freenode chat. Some sketchy something quicker, which is also sketchy with 199 units. There's one app and it's Mibbit. I hate Mibbit. I don't hate Mibbit. I want my own dedicated client. And Mibbit does not serve that purpose. And I can kind of understand that. You know, it's still, you know, developers are rocky. You know, developers are still making stuff and programming, so you can't expect them to have everything up at once, but... Oh, ew. That's disgusting, Rocky. But... Really? Mibbit? It's... I don't know. Anything else I want to... Oh, I was going to try to find the, files that I downloaded. Here. Home. Chronos. Nope. Unless I'm doing it wrong. I'm more likely than not doing it wrong. How did they do it here? Show in folder. That's seriously the folder. You're kidding me, right? That's depressing. Okay, whoop, finicky mouse. Stop it. Stop it. Like, there's no... My mind is completely blanking on what I want to say. There's a word for it. My mind is completely blanking. You know, there's no way to view the folders. There's a word for it. There's a phrase for it, and I can't remember. But... Stop it. You know, let's say I wanted to. Okay, let's say I said clear this, right? Now what? If I search WikiLeaks, no, nothing comes up. If I go to the downloads folder, it doesn't even pop up. If I go to the downloads folder, it doesn't even pop up. Where are they? How do I get to them? Developer tools? I doubt that. Extensions? It's beyond me. I don't know how to get those files now. What does it say? Home. No, that's the home page. I don't know. I don't know. It just, there's nothing. I can't get to them. They're lost to me now. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll deal with that later. In summary, I remember a phrase I used. The phrase I saw used on another review. It's both. I've completely forgotten it now. It basically says both bewildering and awesome. It's a great idea. Needs more polish, but it's a great idea. But the things that are wrong with it are things that shouldn't be. You know, I can understand some stuff, but really, right-clicking, you know, the file system, it's bewildering. Like, that's the best word. It's bewildering. I don't know. And I also mentioned, like, I'm going off one of the reviews I saw. He also mentioned, would I buy this as it is right now? No, I would not. You know, maybe for $50, $100. But, you know, for the price of a normal netbook, $300, $400, no. It's just no. What I would do is I probably would, more likely I would have to do this illegally, but I would download the Chrome OS and install it on, like, VirtualBox. I have Ubuntu on my normal notebook on a separate 50 gig partition. I'd probably install that over Ubuntu. But as it stands now, like, this thing is bewildering. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, really. Describe it. It's a great idea, bad execution. There, froze it. Again, within 5 seconds, froze it. Why? Like, whatever. Maybe I just have too many. I do have a lot of bookmarks. Whoa. Whatever. I've probably been going on for half an hour now. You've probably heard more than enough of me. I really, really want to love this thing. I really do. I guess I should say this is my final word. I want to love this thing. I really do. I can't. Like, for something free. I got this free. You know, for a free notebook. Yes, I love this thing for a free notebook. But all in all, it's just been disappointing. Like, I expected more out of Google. I'm not gonna lie. I expected more out of Google. Whatever. It'll get better in the next year or two. By then, Chrome OS will be awesome. Like, this is my first impression. I just got it today. Like, it'll get better. Like, that's all I can say. Knowing Google, it'll get better. Not just because, you know, this is the worst. This is actually pretty good. It won't get better because there's, you know, it can't get worse. It'll get better because it's Google. Put simply, it'll get better because it's Google. And I guess that's my final answer. It'll get better because it's Google, and this thing is still frozen. This is Atreus10 signing off after a half-hour long video. Adios.